Hello and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today I'm here with Al in Japan. Hello, Al.
Hey, hi. Good to see you.
Today we're going to take a look at a new beer from Sapporo. What is the beer, Alan?
My gosh, it's a surprise. I promised a surprise in the last review, and it is. It is Sapporo Beer Surprise. Um, yeah, supposed to be bitter. So I'm
Mhm.
curious to hear more. You've got some details on this series, so I'd like to hear more about that.
Okay, so yeah, this is Sapporo Beer Surprise Shifuku no Nigami 2024 version. And Shifuku would translate basically as a kind of bliss or blissfulness, and Nigami is bitterness. So, um, and the beers in this series have been quite bitter, unusually for most major Japanese breweries beers, which tend not to be quite so bitter. And this is actually the eighth anniversary. This beer was brought out for the eighth anniversary of the Beer Surprise series. And they started back in 2016 with this one, Shifuku no Nigami. They also brought this one out again in 2020 and again this year in 2024. And they have a variety of others like Shifuku no Kirei and Shifuku no Kaori, et cetera, et cetera. So 15 different beers. And this one is notable or has been notable for the bitterness in it. It is a Pilsner style. And on Rate Beer, there were no ratings whatsoever. And on
Oh,
Untapped, the Untapped is unmoderated, so there were two separate listings, two duplicate listings, and one
mhm.
had 19 ratings for an average of 3.36 out of 5, and the other had 77 ratings, and the average was much lower at 2.85. And
Ooh,
there you go.
wow.
That's Untapped for you. 200.
Divisive.
Yeah, I know. You use
Wow.
Untapped, Alan?
I don't actually. I like rate beer just because you people write longer notes, and for me,
That's
it's
right.
the description that you really is more important than the score.
Sure, sure. Yeah, and on Untapped, you'd have to click
Yeah.
um, a couple of stars or whatever, and that's it. So you don't really have to evaluate the beer too much. Um, this one was released on November 12th, 2024, which is about 3 weeks ago or so, and it cost 224 Japanese yen at the stores. And this is
Yeah.
a Family Mart Limited, so you will not find it in any other store except Family Mart, or as we say in Japan, Famima, convenience stores. And so 224 yen, and that would translate into $1.44 in US terms and 1.36 euros, €1 36
Mm.
cents. So Family Mart exclusive. And I do have a playlist of 15 of these beers, which I have already reviewed. So I'll put a link to that in the description below here. The website says that they have two types of aroma hops. They don't list exactly the hops. And the label is very deep green. And I don't know if you can see how clearly you can see, but it does have a kind of hop motif throughout. So it looks like what might be a kind of a kimono pattern of hops, So
Hmm.
some kind of Japanese silk pattern done up as hops here. Okay, so that's enough for the introduction to this beer. What do you say, Alan? You ready?
Itadakimasu. Let's drink.
Itadakimasu. Someone said to me, people are always saying itadakimasu, but they never give me a dakimasu to eat.
Yeah, that's right. Or eat a dirty mouse, as one of my friends, Japanese teacher, told me at one point. So here we go.
Itadakimasu, if you're not familiar with the term, it's what Japanese say before they eat. Something like, we don't have anything quite the same in English, do we? Uh,
Not quite, not really. I guess I receive, right? It's kind of just
yeah,
acknowledging
yeah.
some
Thank
nice
you,
little being
thank you
thankful
for the
kind of for the
food. Yeah.
food.
So
Uh,
if you're Christian, you say a prayer, something like that, basically.
yeah, yes, same
Okay.
idea.
Okay, I can smell this already.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
I really wish they'd told us the hops, but
Yeah.
so it's a Pilsner
Earthy.
style. And generally,
I
the
think,
Pilsner style, we're going to get some kind of noble hops, something
yep,
like Hallertauer or Tettnanger, maybe.
yep. I'm sure that those are probably at least two of them that are in here. It smells German. I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
smells like
absolutely.
some
Absolutely.
combination of those two, I'd guess.
Yeah. And probably a lot more than they might use normally in a lager here.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty aromatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that earthy German hop character, which I do
Uh-huh.
like.
It's like the grass that you cut on the side of the mountain to give to the cows, something like that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'll stop with the accent. Okay, well, yeah. And it is very, very beautiful, clear,
pretty.
golden color. See the carbonation rising.
Yeah.
The head has now gone down to a nice thin filmy head. Okay, we give it a go. Cheers, Alan.
All right, here we go.
Roast, roast.
Pie. Okay, oops, boink. Okay, there you go. Mm, okay. Oh. Well, the hops are dominant, aren't they?
Oh, they are. They are. Absolutely. And that's what we noticed in previous
Oh,
versions of this. Yeah, really kind of a sharp hoppiness.
well,
And
that's just,
a little more sharply hopped than the average Pilsner, that's for sure.
yeah. This is really, I guess, for a Japanese lager or Pilsner, that's very unusual. The hopping is usually on the understated,
Very
mild side, but
gentle.
this is
Yes,
quite different.
absolutely. And it comes out not immediately, but almost. I mean, like early,
Wow.
late in the initial, it just kind of hits your tongue, right? And coats it.
The bitterness really, yeah, kicks in at the end or kind of middle to the end, but
Mid
the
palate.
like that earthy aroma translates into earthy flavor from the start.
Mm.
And I'm still getting it. And you get that bitter kick near the end, and the earthiness is just clinging to your palate. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm tasting this one. Wow.
The malt is a bit
I
light,
well, I
maybe.
got to give them credit. It's a
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, for a Japanese beer, it's fair game.
Yeah. I mean, they're touting the aroma hops in this, but clearly whatever they put in it is acting as a bittering agent too, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably used a fairly generous amount,
Yeah.
which is again not typical.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, it
absolutely.
is. And as you drink it, the bitterness comes in. It kicks in earlier and earlier. You start to really recognize the
It
bitterness.
doesn't leave your tongue. It kind of builds and
Yeah.
builds, with each sip.
Yeah, the aroma's there, but I think it's that German style of aroma. So if you're thinking of, West Coast IPAs or East Coast
Yeah.
juicy IPAs,
Mm.
hazy IPAs. No, it's not that. It's not the big tropical fruit style, of course. It's this earthy German style, which I do like.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, it very definitely. It's not the modern kind of IPA or as you said, hazy kind of
Oh,
style hoppiness at all. No. Mm. Yeah, a bit sharp. So, Alan, how would you evaluate this beer overall?
pretty good. I think it's underrated. But I like hops. I like the bitterness. There's no compromising here on the bitterness. So, yeah, if you like, it's dry and bitter at the finish
Hmm.
there, and if you like German hops, yeah, this is a good one.
Mm.
I would score it probably higher than the average. Maybe again 3.4, 3.5 probably.
Yeah, I think the last version in 2020, 4 years ago, I think I gave a 3.5 or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
you've
pretty
had the whole
surprising.
series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or close to the whole series. So
This is the third one of this specific, Shifuku
oh, okay.
no Nigami. So yeah.
So did it live up to your expectations of kind of
Absolutely.
flavor?
Yes, absolutely. A little bit thin on the maltiness, but we don't miss it, I think, because the hops really take you on a trip here. So
Yeah, they spent the money on the hops for this one, which is got to give them credit. That's not that common. It's definitely
it's
an
not.
unusual outlier.
Yeah.
Rarely, again, I have to say they named it correct. It is a beer surprise.
Yeah.
So
Shifuku no
um,
Nigami.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
I got to congratulations to Sapporo. We've had a
Yeah.
couple two good Sapporo beers, a Yebisu and
Uh-huh.
this one. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So once again, this one is called Sapporo Beer Surprise Shifuku no Nigami, and it is available again only in Family Mart convenience stores. And it's probably going to be quite limited. So get it
Yeah.
now, or you might have to wait another 4 years for it to see it again. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, give it a try. I think
Right.
you might be a little bit pleased by it. Um,
Yeah.
it's not your typical Japanese adjunct rice lager at all. It's
Yeah.
a
You
serious
can
attempt to look at a
compare it. You'll pick up
Pilsner.
a couple.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, pick up a couple and have this one as this will be the bitter one among the group. So
Okay. All right, Alan, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Take
thank you.
care. And all of you
Yeah.
out there, do take care too. Please
Yeah.
stay warm and stay sane amid all the climatological and political nonsense that's floating around us these days. Take care.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.